All right, guys, this is the second part of 2.6. The first part I had pushed out for Monday and Tuesday was on slope-intercept form. We're just going to go one step further and add on to that. Okay, so it says graph the following lines using slope-intercept form. So these first two are like we did earlier in the week, so let's just review a little bit. So y equals mx plus b is our slope-intercept form where the m is the slope and the b is the y-intercept. Okay? So if we come over here, this is our m, -2, and I usually write it over 1, okay? And then our b is 8. So that means we are going to start at our y-intercept of 8, okay? The y-intercept is where it hits the y-axis. And then we are going to go down 2, because it's a -2, write 1. Down 2, write 1, and then we'll connect those. Sorry, I missed those. Okay, come over here. Your m is 3/5. Now, there's nothing added on here for your b, so that means your b is simply 0. So we're going to start at 0, and then we're going to go up 3, write 5, up 3, write 5, and connect those. Okay, so that was what you had done earlier in the week. So let's add on. Notice it says graph the following lines using slope-intercept form. They are not in slope-intercept form, so the y equals mx plus b. So that means we need to solve for y. So to solve for y in this one, we need to move this -6x to the other side. So we will add 6x to the other side. Now, we have 3y equals. The -9 and 6x do not combine. The 9 does not have an x. I always write the x part first so that it follows the format of the mx plus b. So I have 6x, and then that -9 would just be a -9. Now we have to divide by 3, divide everything by 3 to get y completely by itself. So y equals, now 6 divided by 3 is 2x minus 3. So my m is 2 over 1, and my b is a -3. So we're going to start down at -3, go up 2, write 1, up 2, write 1, and then connect those. All right, let's do one more. So to solve this for y, we got to start by moving this 4x. So since it's a positive 4x, we will subtract 4x from both sides. So I have 8y equals -4x and then a -16 or a -16. Don't lose the minus sign there. So to get the y by itself, now let's divide everything by 8. So y equals, now reduce this. Be careful, don't tell me it's -2. Okay, it'd be -1/2. Right? If the 8 were on top and the 4 were on the bottom, then it'd be -2. Just be careful with that. Think about it. This is smaller than this, so this should be smaller than this still. Now, -16 divided by 8 would be a -2. So my m is a -1/2, and my b is a -2. So start at your b at -2. Now, since it's a -1/2, you go down 1, write 2. Down 1, write 2, and then connect those. Okay, so from here, and I'll write this all out in the plan that I email out, there's a practice quiz. There are 8 different graphing problems. The first 5 are all like the first part of 2.6, where they're all solved for y. You just have to figure out your m and b and plot them. 6 is a little special, so maybe check out my answer key over here about 6. And then 7 or 8 are the ones that I just described in the notes, where you have to solve for y first. And then there's a graded assignment, very, very similar to that practice quiz. Okay, I will write out all of the plans and send them to you shortly. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.